terminate a lease or an asset. So you see, you can terminate the entire lease itself, or you can terminate one of assets in the lease. And once you terminate it, you've got to revalidate the lease and basically complete the entire process, just like when you have created the lease. And the same thing holds for uh, terminating an asset of the lease. So let's see that in Fusion applications. So here I am in Fusion application. I'm going to search our lease that we have been working on. And you see here we are PL underscore 101. And then I'm going to go to actions and then terminate leases. And here you see you have termination type as terminate an asset or a lease. So if I choose terminate an asset and then it asks me for effective date and prepared by. Once I'm done with that, then I hit the save and close button. And here I'm going to choose the asset that I wish to terminate and then hit the terminate and review. And asset termination process has initiated. Okay. And then you have to go to actions and then validate. The lease was validated and then you hit the save button. And then you go to actions and generate schedules. So payment schedules have been generated. So you can simply go and wait for the schedules. So here you see the adjustment amount is reversed. Can you see that? And I'm going to hit the save button. And then once that is done, I will simply save and close. And let me see if there is any request that has been submitted in the background. Okay, no requests. So I'm going to go back. Leases. And then I will choose the days that we have been working on. I'm going to go and look at schedules. And you see here is a schedule. Okay, that's been generated in the past. And that was the attachment date. And then I will go to resume changes. Then I will go and hit it for approval. Okay. And I believe this will go to Mr. Snyder. So I'm going to log out from this user, sign out. And then I will log in as Matthew Schneider and look for the notification. I would have got it for approval. So it takes around a minute or something. So let's give it a go for some time. So here, you see here it is lying. Okay, so lease termination approval, what's been terminated? You see This termination was proposed today. It's 27th of June, and here are the lease balances. Okay, and here the changes proposed. Okay, and amendment details. Its termination type is asset, which is what we have done it, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hit the approve button and hit submit. Okay, and then I'm going to log out and log back in as again Fenta Jabbar. So I've just logged in as Fenta Jabbar, and as you could see here, here is the notification we have got it for the asset termination. Okay, yeah, lease termination approval. You can see the approval details out here. You see it's been approved by Matthew Schneider. So I'm going to close this, and then I will go to lease management or lease accounting, I would say, then go to leases, and then I'm going to query my lease and hit the search button, and then I will open this lease and let's see the history. You see in the history you see the amendment date is today's date, which is termination. Okay, and we'll go to the assets, and you see the asset has been terminated. So this is step one of the termination. And then step two is you can terminate the lease itself. So you can go to actions and so it looks like there is nothing much to terminate. I think the lease itself is terminated after the asset was terminated. So as you could see, the status is terminated. So this is how you go about running the lease termination process.